Hey everybody, welcome to Hot and Rich, a show about celebrities. I'm your host, Cait Raft. Wow. Okay, so sorry for the delay. We were supposed to start 38 minutes ago. And it's a crazy time. There's a lot of good and important stuff happening in the world, and I feel weird even talking about this, but I had to explain why I was late today. There was like someone who broke into me and Jack's apartment. We had a bit of a robbery, and everything's fine. we were home when it happened. We didn't hear the person come in, so they didn't take anything. Our neighbors, kind of got together and like caught the woman before she was able to take anything, and even the stuff she was trying to take wasn't anything valuable. It was just really scary, and so I'm not in a good place to do a full show today. It's fine, it's all good. My robbery is just, it happens. There are people who have it worse, obviously, and I don't want to dwell on it too much. But I felt bad canceling the whole show today because I canceled Monday because Jack was sick. He's better now. Oh my God. I just feel so weird. I feel weird. And probably shouldn't have gone up. But I wanted to check in with you guys and say, I hope everyone's okay. I didn't call the police. The police weren't necessary. The community came together and helped me out. My neighbors did me a solid and got my stuff back, and it was all good. This is what happens when communities come together and support each other. You don't need police. And also this person, I think, wasn't even trying to steal anything of value. They probably weren't doing very well. I feel bad for this person. She tried to take my bra and some nail polish, which is that's heartbreaking. I don't know. I'm not laughing at it. It's just absurd. Okay. I don't know, Jack. What do you think? What should we do?
It's up. Sorry. It's up to you. I can tell what all happened with that. The way that the monitor works a little different on this show, so it confused me. I don't know. You can just we can do a quick celeb news rundown. It is a very so. I guess the people behind our apartment saw someone come up and they jumped the fence in back of our apartment and ran in the house a couple times, just grabbing stuff and running out. And these are the people in the apartment behind us that saw this. And I guess this person went and ran downstairs and was grabbing packages as they were leaving. So all the downstairs neighbors thought that was weird and yelled at this person, and they dropped all the stuff and then they ran off. We can't find anything else missing at the house, and it is, it's a heartbreaker. It's this person, they tried to steal Dr. Fuzz's camera, which is a busted camera. But everything, I can't find anything else missing, and we got everything back that the neighbors got, and it's just a really strange. We're not going to call the police, and didn't call the police or anything like that, and it's just a very surprising thing to happen.
Yeah. It's just a crazy thing that happened. Listen, I don't even want to dwell on it. I think we should stop talking about it because nothing ended up being that bad. Our stuff is fine. It's lock your doors.
Yeah, we can just get into the show.
Unlocked, I believe. No big deal. It's just a little rattling. But it's okay. I'm okay. Shampoodler says, what's really crazy is how Cait can still look so hot after something like that. Listen, I'll be honest. I do look hot. because I did. Well, listen, here's the thing. I'm a little shiny because I had to do my makeup, and then I feel like I stress sweated it all off. But this is what remains, and it's like still a good amount. I still feel hot. I feel not. I guess I feel rich. I feel hot and rich. You know, getting robbed is a very hot and rich thing. Oh my God. You know what? Okay, so here's the thing. I'll run through some quick news stories because that's why we're all here. I don't have a lot of time to do a full show today. I will be back. I'm going to do a full hour on Friday, I promise you. Before we get into the news, Jack, can you pull up that website we were going to promote? Sorry, we didn't do a tech run through today. This all happened like right as I was like polishing up the tech cues. So the tech is a mess today. It's all, usually I spend a lot of time, putting a show together. I got robbed in the middle of doing that. Everybody, please go to gofundme.com/f/peoples-city-council-ticket-fund. Okay, and Jack, can you tell me a little bit about this?
This is a bail fund for people in Los Angeles. There's a lot of the different bail funds going on right now. This is the one for LA.
Please, everybody, I would love if you could donate. I'll put the link in the show notes. People's City Council Freedom Fund. You can also just Google it. It's our bail fund here in LA. Hey, it would really cheer me up after my robbery if I found out some of my viewers threw some donations to the People's City Council Freedom Fund. So throw some coin over there, and it would. That's all I want. That's all I want. Don't feel bad for me. Just give money to the People's City Council Freedom Fund. And of course, solidarity with everybody who's protesting and the entire Black Lives Matter movement. There is such important work going on right now. And honestly, I was going to do a full rundown of all the celebrities that have been going to the protests. Jack, should I well, first let's before I do that, let's just
I'm also putting a link to a bunch of different bail funds.
Okay,
in the
we're
chat.
also
this is
putting
GitHub.
a link to a bunch of different bail funds.
This is
in
very
the
useful.
chat.
Take your pick and start donating to some bail funds.
Okay, so go to bailfunds.github.io. Hold on. Okay. All right. So before we do a roundup of the celebrities that are going to be at protests, I just want to plug, I have an appearance on Ground Game LA's stream at 6:00 this evening. So make sure you tune in to twitch.tv/groundgamela. I'm going to be doing a little bit more polished version of this rundown of celebrities at protests. I also want to just ask a question right now, and that question is, are Zach Braff and Florence Pugh still together? Yes. Yeah, they are. They are. Okay, let's do this, right? Let's talk about Halsey first. Let's talk about Halsey. This is not Hot Seconds. This is, I'm sure you've heard of ACAP. We're going to be talking ACAP. All celebrities are protesting. Not that clever, not even true, but some celebrities are protesting, and it's more than you'd think. Okay, let's talk about this first. Halsey is a community medic here in LA. She's been patching up protesters. It honestly makes me so happy. I'm really proud of Halsey. She's been outspoken about race for a long time. She's biracial, and she is literally showing up. She's showing the fuck up. She is has medical supplies. She's clearly been trained. She's doing good shit. Look, she's there with what's her boyfriend's name? God damn it. See, this is what I don't have any of my notes. I'm a mess. This is not working out well for me. What's her boyfriend's name? Young something. Young Blood? What's her boyfriend's name? Who is Halsey's boyfriend? Young something. No. Oh, is it Evan Peters? I don't feel like she's still dating Evan Peters. Young blood. You guys, I'm a mess. Here she is with young blood. Apparently Evan Peters is on the wrong side of this, by the way. Maybe that's why they're not together anymore, allegedly. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here's a tweet says, my friend Carrie got hit with a rubber bullet. She's okay. And I swear to fucking God, at Halsey came out of nowhere and gave her an ice pack. Real talk. At Dawn's Lens, send our love. And then Halsey responded saying, Carrie's a fucking badass. She was so calm. Send my love right back. Badass. So great. And then Halsey had this tweet to say about the rubber bullets. Do not underplay these rubber bullets because you've been told they are not lethal. I had to bandage a man who looked like his entire face had exploded today. So before you say from the comfort of your home that we're exaggerating, please consider the injuries some have suffered. She's spreading the good word. And then she just, this next tweet is just, she's at more protests. She's been at several. She said this about the protest in Hollywood yesterday. While the National Guard presence is certainly overwhelming and absolutely terrifying, the LA protest in Hollywood was primarily peaceful and mostly dispersed by curfew. I'm relieved that there was minimal medical attention necessary, but standing by. She's ready to patch you up if you get hit, if you're a victim of police brutality during a protest. Halsey is there with her medical supplies. I never would have predicted that 2020 would be this way. It's a trip. John Boyega is also very vocal at protests in his hometown of London. Do we have that video clip? If we don't, it's fine. Yeah, John Boyega is in London. He's from Star Wars, which I didn't watch, but I like him. I didn't know how cool John Boyega was. Listen to this clip.
To be reminded every day that your race means nothing. And that isn't the case anymore. That is never the case anymore. We are going to try today. We are a physical representation of our support for George Floyd. We are a physical representation and our future. We cannot demonize our own. We are the pillars of the family. Imagine this, a nation that is set up with individual families that are thriving, that are healthy, that communicate, that raise their children in love, have a better rate of becoming better human beings. And that's what we need to create. Black men, it starts with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sorry, I lost my place. Oh, this is cool. I mean, not cool. This is just fucked up. But actor Kendrick Sampson was out protesting in LA at several Black Lives Matter protests and marches. And at the one on Fairfax and 3rd, he got really injured. He was shot directly by a police officer 7 times with rubber bullets, and beaten with a baton, several batons. He got stitches. It's crazy. He's from Insecure. Truly, truly wild. He has a lot of good stuff on his Instagram, including a video, which I won't play, of him getting beaten with a baton by a police officer. Just it's horrible what they're doing to protesters. It's terrible. Cole Sprouse got arrested by the cops at the protest in Santa Monica a few days ago. He posted about it on his Instagram. A group of peaceful protesters, myself included, were arrested yesterday in Santa Monica. So before the voracious horde of media sensation decides to somehow turn it about me, there's a clear need to speak about the circumstances. Black Lives Matter, peace, riots, looting are an absolutely legitimate form of protest. I mean, this is great. Cole Sprouse gets it. He's single now, by the way. This makes him hotter to me. So, maybe I'll leave Jack and date Cole Sprouse. What? You didn't lock the door. And we got robbed. I bet Cole Sprouse locks the door. I also, yeah. Okay. Ariana Grande, this is a picture of her. She's got a mask. She's got a Black Lives Matter sign. She's showing up to the protest. John Cusack was in New York. Everyone was talking about that a couple days ago. Here's a picture of Tyler, the Creator, at a protest. Here is Machine Gun Kelly at a protest. Here is J. Cole at a protest. Kehlani. Shaw Milla in Miami at a protest. ASAP Rocky. This is Timmy Chalamet at a protest. I can't read his sign, but I'm sure it's a great sign. Here's Banana at a protest. Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, they were like, do you think they intentionally went to the protest, or were they on a paparazzi walk anyway and they stumbled into a protest? You can see his sign says Black Lives Matter and it's on a 3-hole punch piece of paper. Which everyone's like, that's a script, right? He wrote that, like he scribbled it on a script. He was out protecting a Baptist church in Venice. That's a Black historical location in LA. There's Molly's tweet saying, I had to zoom in so far to make sure it didn't say blue. It does kind of look like he wrote Blue Lives Matter, but it is Black Lives Matter. He's with Ana de Armas. Here's Tinashe on the freeway. I think that's a freeway. Tessa Thompson was at a protest. Jamie Foxx was in San Francisco. He spoke at a Black Lives Matter protest. Harry Styles was outside of Mayor Garcetti of LA's house yesterday. Look at Harry Styles. This is Common, also outside of Garcetti's house. This is Jamie King, who got arrested yesterday. Jamie King. I think she's in the middle of a nasty public custody battle divorce with her ex-husband. She's also one of Taylor Swift's like best friends. She took time aside from her hellish news cycle. I haven't even talked about what's going on with Jamie King because like, you don't even want to know. Like, it's dark. But she's taking control of her narrative and doing something good by getting arrested for a good cause. She wrote on Twitter, currently arrested for a peaceful protest, riding in handcuffs in back of bus. Everyone was peaceful. Jamie and the rest of my sisters on this bus, 77th precinct. We'll talk about Jamie King on Friday. It's dark. Her ex is trying to get full custody of the kids and is like accusing her of like being a drug addict. I think it's like, who knows if it's true, but I'm on Jamie King's side because she got arrested for Black Lives Matter, and I like that. Amber Riley sang Freedom by Beyonce outside of Garcetti's house. She's from Glee. We'll talk about Glee in a second if we have time. We might not have time. Keke Palmer. Let's watch a little bit of the Keke Palmer video. She talked to the National Guard in LA yesterday during a protest, and she was great.
Saying once the looting starts, the shooting starts. You have a president talking about the Second Amendment as a use for people to come out here and use firearms against the people that are protesting. This is the messages that we're seeing. I don't know if you on social media because the news don't tell you everything, but you have to pay attention to what's going on, or else we have a president that's trying to incite a race war, and when the borders are closed, we can't leave. You have people in here that need your help. This is when you and y'all stand together with the community, with society to stop the governmental oppression, period. We need you. So then march with us. March beside us. You get your people. Y'all march beside us. March beside us. March beside us. Let the revolution be televised. March beside us and show us that you're here for us. Make history with us, please. Let's just do it. March with us. We'll start marching and you march with us. Please.
Just do it.
Do it. Just come on. Be the change. Do it. Please do it. Please. We are the people. March with us.
Like this, like scummy national. What is he even? National Guard being like, I won't march with you because I have to like stay here and patrol and save the businesses. And then Kiki's like, okay, it's great. He kneels and Kiki Palmer's like, that ain't enough for me. And she's like, she's the best. She's the best. Let's see what else. Okay, let's talk about the Lea Michele stuff, right, Jack? Let's change the lower third to say like Lea Michele is mean. Okay, Lea Michele got in trouble. Let's start from the beginning. And listen, I'm gonna try to just touch on this really quick because I do want to raid Joe Fartzler's stream after this. She tweeted, a classic celebrity tweet, which I think it's not a bad thing. I'm glad celebrities are finally speaking out about Black Lives Matter. A lot of celebrities have been doing this. Nothing wrong with this. George Floyd did not deserve this. This was not an isolated incident, and it must end. # Black Lives Matter. And then she got called out by Samantha Marie Ware, her ex co-star on Glee, for racial microaggressions. I would argue macroaggressions. She writes in all caps, quote tweeting Lea Michele, LMAO, remember when you made my first television gig a living hell? Because I'll never forget. I bet you told everyone that if you had the opportunity, you would shit in my wig, amongst other traumatic microaggressions that made me question a career in Hollywood. So yikes, Lea Michele is like obviously being dragged for this, and other people are saying she was horrible to them too. This is absolutely like fucked up. You should not treat people this way, especially like your Black co-star of your show where you're the star. Like, it's fucked up. She apologized. She did a notes app. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's basically like not great. It's not a great apology. I've seen a lot of these notes app apologies. I'm going to give this one like a D. One of the most important lessons of the last few weeks is that we need to take the time to listen and learn about other people's perspectives and any role we have played or anything we can do to help address the injustices that they face. When I tweeted the other day, it was meant to be a show of support for our friends and neighbors and communities of color during this really difficult time, but the responses I received to what I post have made me also focus specifically on how my own behavior towards fellow cast members was perceived by them. Well, I don't remember ever making this specific statement, and I have never judged others by their background or color of their skin. That's not really the point. What matters is that I clearly acted in ways which hurt other people. She's like, sorry, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do better. She also talks about how she's pregnant. She's like, I'm a couple months from becoming a mother, and I know I need to keep working to better myself and take responsibility for my actions so that I can be a real role model for my child. Yeah. She's listening and learning. Let's talk about other people that said they were treated horribly. This is Evan Ross Katz tweeted this. Spring Awakening cast member Gerard Canonico has weighed in, calling Michelle nothing but a nightmare. Seems to have deleted, so I'll try again. You were nothing but a nightmare to me and fellow understudy cast members. You made us feel like we didn't belong there. I tried for years to be nice to you to no avail. Maybe actually apologizing instead of placing the blame on how others perceive you. You'll probably just delete this, though. I think she was deleting his comments. She was like getting him. She was deleting specifically this guy's comments on her posts. Great. Yeah. HelloFresh ended their sponsorship with her. I mean, there's more. I just didn't have time to finish my tech today. Sorry, everybody. Alicia Silverstone takes baths with her 9-year-old son. So she told the New York Times. Alicia Silverstone told the New York Times that she takes baths with her 9-year-old son. Not here to parent shame, but why did you have to tell the New York Times? Like, I feel like if that was me, I'd be like, Mom, don't tell the New York Times that we take baths together. You know what I mean? Why you got to put Alicia Silverstone back up, Jack? You took her down. She takes baths with her son. Yeah. The show's a mess because you all know. All right. That's it for our show today. I'm so sorry there's not more. There is more show. I'll just save it for Friday. Love you all so much, and stay safe.
I thought it was a great show. Cait.
Oh, thanks, Jack. Thank you, Jack. I'm grateful for all of you, and please donate. Let's get that link up, the GitHub one once more, so that we can get those donations to a bail fund near you. Or you can donate to my hometown, LA's bail fund. Go to bailfunds.github.io and continue having important discussions about race within your own communities and in your own families. Like, talk about police brutality, talk about all this stuff. It's like everybody's doing great work, and there's a lot of great resources out there. Tune into Ground Game LA at 6:00 tonight. I will be on doing a full roundup of celebrities at protests. Thank you, Eve Mafone, for donating $25 to the LA one in Hot and Rich's name. That's such a great gift to me. Thank you so much. If you donate in Hot and Rich's name, please tweet about it and I'll retweet it. I'm so honored that you did that. Thank you, Eve Mafone. All right, bye everybody. I will be back Friday.
I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so